Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 22nd of July. Reading through Mark's Gospel with McShane, we read chapter 4 today. And toward the end of it, we have the story from verse 35. That day, when evening came, he said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side." Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along, just as he was, in the boat. There were also other boats with him. A furious squall came up, and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping on a cushion. The disciples woke him and said, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind died down, and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" They were terrified and asked each other, "Who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." And as I read that, I was caused to ponder on that last verse, the disciples saying, "Who is this?" Now, clearly they knew who Jesus was. They had been with him for a number of years. They probably knew his family. They had heard his teaching. They'd seen what he was doing. They'd been with him in the synagogues where he was in conflict with the Pharisees and the leaders. So, in a sense, they knew who Jesus was. And yet here, clearly, suddenly, a new aspect of his identity is revealed by this miracle. And they have to ask the question, who is this? And it got me thinking about ourselves and how we come to know Jesus. And if we ever think that we now know him completely, we've missed the point. We need to constantly recognize that he will come and we'll discover new things, and there will be new ways that he acts, and we'll see new things in his word as we read the scriptures. And we will echo the disciples, "Who is this? I thought I knew. Now suddenly there's this whole new aspect." And my prayer is that as we go through life, particularly where we are like the disciples in the midst of the storms of life, and we struggle and we're uncertain and we're fearful and all those kind of things, that we will know that Jesus is with us. And as we see him dealing with our situation, we will echo their question. And we also say, "Who is this? This Jesus, this God that is with me, this God that is there for me, this Jesus that intercedes and that acts on my behalf, that protects me, that holds me. Who is this?" And each time we go through that, we'll discover a little bit more about him, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and we'll come to realize we will never, in our entire lives, no matter what we do, we will never know all there is to know about Jesus. There will always be more. And my prayer is that through our lives, we will constantly have this "who is this" moment, time and again, as we discover more about this wonderful God who loves us, who saves us, and is with us day by day. And we are blessed.